Hello, my name is Nancy Ashley, and this is my EDUC 526 Capstone video. Like many of you in this program, your journey to Azusa Pacific University has probably had a few twists and turns. For myself, it took me a long time to figure out what I wanted to be when I grew up. So begins my journey. After starting a family and returning to school to finish my bachelor's degree in deaf studies, I graduated in 2013 from Cal State Northridge. I knew that eventually I wanted to obtain my master's, but was enjoying being a stay-at-home mom. My son's first grade teacher, Mrs. Monge, was a graduate of APU. I remember the love, patience, and compassion she showed toward all of her students and toward my son. I continue to hear the praises sung by students who attended APU and what a great program and reputation the school had. I enrolled in the Digital Teaching and Learning Master's program and soon found myself learning many skills and strategies I can take with me to implement in my own classroom. We learned how to use live binders and Symbaloo. I also learned about the ethics of technology in the classroom. This course taught me different kinds of software and how to implement its use in instruction. I learned how to make a web quest using Zuno. My lesson was based on the book The Grouchy Ladybug by Eric Carle. It focused on telling time, size, feelings, and manners. This course was a lot of fun, even though it probably caused me the most frustration, as I spent hours and hours editing my videos. I really enjoyed learning iMovie and how to make engaging videos that would impact my classroom. We utilize various apps like FX Guru, Do Ink, Animate Me, and Super FX Power, which could be seen here as I'm really studying hard for my CSATs. This course taught me many resources like Symbaloo, YouTube, and how to use Twitter for the classroom, as well as how to create a classroom blog. I enjoyed doing my case study in this class on the history of gaming consoles. This course is responsible for many gray hairs and late nights. However, it is one that broadened my scope of knowledge of the different ways that students can learn. We created a technology-based unit plan for students using Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences in correlation with Bloom's taxonomy. My lesson was geared toward third grade and was on an introduction to fractions. As well as reflecting on our past master's courses, we created a curricular unit plan that was aligned to California state standards and SD technology standards. My unit plan was an introduction to fractions. During this unit, students would learn how to use fractions, understand fractions, and that fractions is an equal part of a whole. They would be able to identify parts of a fraction as well as become familiar with Tier 2 vocabulary pertaining to the lesson. Another component to our Capstone class was completing a self-study on a topic that impacts our own life. I chose to do mine on the effects of electronics devices before sleep and their impact on sleep habits. After implementing some strategies, I found the right ones that worked for me and was able to change some bad habits. Through my research, I learned that electronic devices that have an LED display emit artificial light. This light interrupts our natural circadian rhythm, signaling our brains to stay awake. In conclusion, I'm extremely happy with my decision to get my master's at APU. I was impressed with the rigor of coursework as well as the preparedness of its graduates. I felt that before I began the program, I had a basic understanding of what technology in the classroom entailed. The program has far exceeded my expectations. I feel that I have the tools and understanding to go forth and implement what I have learned. My experience here at APU has changed my life. I know that I am prepared for a future in special education. God willing, in the next 5 years, I see myself in my own classroom and tenured. I also see myself becoming more involved with Breath of Heaven Children's Ministries and Project Cheat with Professor Hall. If it hadn't been for my education here, I would have never had the opportunity of a lifetime to share what I have learned so far with teachers in Zambia and be touched by the lives met there.